Lux lovers, welcome back to another video. In this video we are gonna talking about the fashion portfolio. I have a 5 page of notes and my portfolio. So talking about it by details, it's gonna be super helpful. Dive to it. I'm not gonna talking about anything else. These notes are the mix of what I received from the students that they give me this advice, or professors who just gave me the feedbacks, and some books that I was checking on the Polimoda library. So these notes are the mix of different kind of sources. Here I have the first things. Define your audience. It's important to know where the picture and researchers are come from. They need to see the connection between the pictures, mood board, design, and each image that you put it on it. So, but let's... Hi Lux lovers, welcome back to another video. In this video we are gonna talking about the fashion portfolio. I have my portfolio and a 5 page of notes. These notes are come from a books that I was reading about the portfolio, a people who gave me the advice and feedback about my portfolio, and the professor who she gave me the feedback and some notes about portfolio. So I wrote all of them, and I have also my portfolio. But before, let's say that what is the portfolio. It's gonna be the fashion portfolio, graphic design portfolio, architecture, any of all of these are. So a fashion portfolio is a collection of your work to show your skills, your creativity, and design process. Designers, stylists, illustrator, models, and fashion student when applying for the school. Fashion portfolio is a collection of your work to showing your process, your creativity, your skills, and your idea who you are, your identity. In your portfolio you need to show your identity and your authenticity. So portfolio, it's they don't want to have a lot of collection, 2 or 4 complete collections, because they do care about quality rather than quantity. It's important to having 2 or 3 collections that are well done, they are complete, everything is perfect. It's much more better than to having 4 or 5 different collections that they are not finished yet, they are not well structured, or all of these are. About the pages, it's depend. Usually the school are gonna give you this of how many pages they want, but it's better to not be a lot, because the administration or the professors who are look at your portfolio, it's gonna be bored, so it's better to be less but with the quality rather than the quantity. But between 20, it's good. 20-25 pages, it's good, it's acceptable. They want the first page of the portfolio, it should be your photo or a pictures that represents of you. Maybe you have an artistic vision, there's different kind of the pictures that you like to add it, but it's better to have your picture first, your name, fashion design portfolio, simple, or for example illustration design portfolio, anything that is the title, your name, the title, the year, and your picture. Simple, the first page. And then you start to, some students, they add a table of contents. I never add that. I think it's not essential, but you can add it. It's a table of content. You write the title of each page and which page is that. It's a table of content to show that what they are gonna see. But what they do really care, it's to be everything clear. They should know everything why there is there. Each page, you write the name of the collection and the title of what this page is. It's a mood board, it's a research board, it's a sketches, it's a final design, anything it is, you write it and you have it. This is simple, clear, but super important. The second important thing is that about the pictures that you put in your portfolio. They really prefer to know where the picture comes from. Stop using Pinterest. I was using Pinterest for my like mood boards, but it's not good. Professors and students told me that stop doing that, and they prefer to having a real pictures from the books, from the magazines, do the research from the people, or YouTube that pictures, they really love that. One of my collections was based on the pictures that I took by myself, not all of the picture, but most of the pictures was like that. So another things that you do in your portfolio, it's so important, is the details, that tiny details that sometimes we forgot. Each like photo that you put, you write very tiny where the pictures come from, the resource of the pictures, you should add it. Okay, so they don't want to see a lot of paragraphs of writing. Your collection should have a story. It should have like show the research and all of these are show the process, but not a lot of paragraphs of like a story. It's like a tiny like 2, 3, 4 lines, simple enough, because they want to see the story from your work, not from what you write. Okay, they want to find a connection and all of these are. So don't write it, because I was a person who was writing a lot for my collections. I had a page of telling the story of the collection, and it's not good. The page is a start like that. The second page, it's just a picture of represent my collection. And for inspiring your collection, I use my personal life. The first collection is based on my real experience of what happened for me. And the second one, it's about my culture and a story that I wrote it by myself. It's a story of the girl who traveled to the time. I really love this kind of concept. It's a girl who traveled to the time and tried to bring to what she was living there and what she see in the future that is totally different, and she make a mix of these two and she designed all of these art. The name was Qajar because it was a girl who came from the Qajar to 2020, like for 2022. It was 2022 when I did that collection. So and in the Qajar we had the time that when the cameras come to the Iran, it was the first innovations of the cameras and all of these are. So and I use the pictures, it's a painting, a real painting, for my color board. It's helped me a lot. And my last collection is the shoe design collection. You can also have like the accessory in your portfolio. Because I really love the shoe design, so I designed specifically one collection like for the shoes, just shoes. And I love the swan and ballerina and all of these are. So the black and white swan, the story, performance, this is because of my favorite. I did the research and I figured out that there is a paintings in the Uffizi gallery here in Florence that represent what I wanna do, like the story that I was looking for research of my portfolio. And I went there, I took these pictures by myself. So I wrote that these pictures are like from Uffizi gallery, the painting, who paint these art and who take the picture, and a short story, a color inspiration, and all of these are. At the end of my portfolio, I add 2 pages. One of them was childhood painting, because as I mentioned in my motivation letter a lot about this connection of my childhood that comes from with me so far, so I just would like to give them a proof of that. When I was 5 years old, 7, and go on, this story that was with me. It's like they are old and so unique, and they are so inspiring me. This is why that I put it. The last page is just for photo of my old painting and some of my other work, again because I mentioned in my cover letter in my works that I don't see the fashion as just design the dress or just design all of these. Are I have some expressive painting or a collage that I did. This is my favorite. This is, I'm gonna add the picture also here. So it's a painting and some handmade like mushrooms, and there are some different kind of painting and collage that I added as my expressive painting. For example, I also had some work of origami because again, I always was look for to do something that not everybody do, that not everybody put in their portfolio. For example, I took the origami class. It was the offline course, amazing. So, but for example, the professor who I asked for the feedback said that, listen, this is confusing me. It shows like it's not finished, it's not a complete project, so it's better to remove it. So I remove it. But if you have a time and you can have like a collection or like a complete project of showing the skills of origami, showing the skills of like embroidering or anything, it's gonna be perfect. And even for like the shoes, after the collection of the Leda that is showing like the research, the mood board of the pictures that I took from the Uffizi, and I did the collage art. It's also show my first sketches, like those sketches that first you have your idea, they are your first things, and then we develop it, we add the color, and I had the technical drawing. This is, I didn't know that the last years that I was applying I wasn't adding technical drawing in my work, but this year I figured out the technical drawings are so important. So if you are designing anything it is, you need to add a technical drawings for the dresses, for the shoes, for anything it is, because they need to have a clear view of how it should be your work from different side of the view. Okay, so adding technical drawing, yeah, technical drawing. And again, I had some shoe illustration skills. They were just a funny colorful things that I did it before, and I love them because it shows my illustration skills. Again, it's just one page, different works it shows. And I went to the class when I was in Iran, the pattern making and shoe design skills. I add also this one. It shows my pattern making work about the shoes, so they know that I know about the pattern making, I know about the illustration, technical drawing, and all of my skills. It shows well, but like simple, without like over talking or over mentioning so on anything. And what else I did was I did the photo shoot. This is gonna help you because they need to see you can start from the point of the researching, develop it, design it, and make it real. So last year I design for the collection that I told that I took the pictures. It's inspired from what happened from my life, and yes, I did all of it, and we did the photo shoot, so they also see my skills as of how I do the sewing. This is, so let's review all. The first page is the picture of you, your name, fashion design portfolio 2026 or any year it is. The next is like the picture that represent the first collection. Then I have here Dead Butterflies mood board. It's a mix of the mood boards of the pictures. It's the picture of my eyes of the boy who broke my heart. the pictures of the place that we were always, Casino War Mystery. It was amazing. It was a night like full of the stars, so I have the picture of that. A paintings picture that I took that pictures from like Bologna Museum, and I wrote all of them. There is pictures of the messaging that he was texting me. It's the short point of the message. I don't remember what is it. Let me read it. Oh, okay. I said that you make me feel like a butterfly in my heart, because the name of the collection is also Dead Butterflies. It's inspired from this conversation. And he responds, "Se così meglio non vederci più." Wow, heartbreak. And the Lana Del Rey, because we were always listening to the Lana Del Rey together, and it was our favorite music. So and a very right like description of the butterflies. It's so the first page was the butterflies mood board, a mood board with like 2 or 3 sentences, and the second is that butterflies concept map. This concept map, again, this is the first things that I did when it's come to my mind to design this collection. It's my handwrite that I wrote this story, and the pictures that I put together. I this is what I do always. I always work as a collage art, and I have the dead butterflies, the circle, using my maps to all of these are so, because this is so natural, it's so real, it's really show the process. I added and the next page is dead butterflies intentional sketches. Again, this is the first sketches that I had, and the next is design development. Again, I tried to develop the design, and then we have the final designs, which is 1, 2, 3, 7 pieces. Okay, this is also important. Each collection should have like between 6 or 12 design, but I usually do like between 6 and 7. I don't make it like overwhelmed. Don't overwhelm the professor or even yourself. And then I have the technical drawings of 5 of my works, not all of them. And then we have the dead butterfly photo shoot, and then we go through the next collection, collage, inspiration, and the story. And then we have the collage, materials, colors. So I add the texture that we use, and the color story, and I also add the video of how they working like fabrics, because I use the special fabrics here. I mentioned about it. This is a fabrics that they do in Iran, so it's cultural, historic. I add also this video to make the connection between all of these are. And then is Qajar final designs. It's 6 design, and that's it. Don't make it overwhelmed. And then we go through the collection of the Leda. It is the shoe design collection. Again, the picture, the name, and some sentences to say this story. And there is Leda inspiration and collage art, Leda colors and materials, again name and what it is, Leda sketches, Leda final designs, Leda technical drawings, and again we go through shoe illustration skills, pattern making and shoe design skills, expressive painting. It's like 6 of painting of that I did that are expressive, and childhood painting, and that's it. It's all of my work that we did it. I hope this video be clear enough and don't make you confused, and I hope adding something to you. And thank you for watching until here, and if you have any questions, you can direct me on Instagram or leave a comment. I check all of them, I respond all of them, and any help, if I can do it, I would do it. And thank you, and best of luck for your work if you are designing your portfolio, because I know it's a lot of work, a lot of crying, overwhelming. It's not easy as we think. It took me a lot of years, like since 2022, if I don't make a mistake. From 2022 I start to work on my portfolio, and then at 2026 I could get this scholarship. So it wasn't just a do it the night and happen it. And doing a lot of research, and try to find your way, like inspire and use your intuition to design your portfolio. Try to be yourself, your unique self in your portfolio. Thank you for watching.